the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Portland River Hogs. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The run on 3rd and 1, they shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
First down.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Makes the score River Hogs 3. Cowboys.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
was past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
8 yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Dallas.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hogs 10, Cowboys nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback. So he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to get it down the 3-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on 1st down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 20.
Showtime today, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get things started in the NFC West with L.A. making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. 31-21, the final score. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Mike Williams, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense Next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down.
This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Wentz. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Zeke going to get it on the option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wentz to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
10 more yards.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now an option play on second down. That's out to the left flat and complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Landry now on the return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 39, Wentz, short throw to Smith.
Wentz's pass.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The left side completion to Jones. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
That's a 40-yard line.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup. Brings up.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Tackle made.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
4-yard gain on the
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
pass.
It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And
as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Parker, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.